Hello everybody, David Lowry with Club Fantasci coming to you from the Southern Hobby Supply Retail Expo here in Nashville, Tennessee. Joining me is the nicest person in the world, Mrs. Sara Erickson of Renegade Game Studios, and we're going to take a look at Blood of an Englishman. So what do we have here? Because this is brand new.
Yeah, it's not quite out yet.
Right.
We're looking at a couple weeks before it comes out, and in this game it's an asymmetrical two-player game.
Okay.
And one player is going to play as the giant, and one player plays as Jack.
Okay.
And as with any good asymmetrical game, each different side plays very differently. So Jack gets 3 small actions on his turn, and they're all just little things that are manipulating the board so that he can build beanstalks, like this one over here, to go up to the castle, grab a treasure, and come back down. Because that's what Jack wants to do. There's 3 different treasures in the story, and he needs to get all 3 different treasures to win by building these beanstalks.
All right.
The giant, however, is very big and lumbering and can't really do a lot on his turn, but everything he does is a big deal.
Okay.
So on his turn, he's going to be moving big stacks of cards, discarding cards, that kind of thing, because he wants to yell fee, fi, fo, fum in order to capture Jack.
He's the chaos maker.
Exactly. So, like I said before, Jack gets 3 small moves. He can move a card from the front of a stack to the front of another stack.
Okay.
Or he can move a card from the back of a stack to the front of a stack.
Okay.
Or he can move a card from the front or the back of any of these castles to his beanstalk to start building it. So we have 1 completed beanstalk over here already,
Right.
and we would be, let's say you or Jack, you would be working on your second one now.
So you can never place behind, it always has to be on top of.
You always need to make 3. You're working on your second stack out of 3, and every card needs to be ascending.
Right.
So, like this one, you have 2, 3,
Right.
4. So they don't have to necessarily be sequential, but
Right.
every card has to be bigger than the one
Right.
before.
Okay.
Yeah. And so once you have those 6 cards, you place a treasure on top, and that would be 1 completed stack.
Okay.
So that's what Jack can do. But the giant can move 4 cards all at once. So, for example, he can move all 4 of these cards over there, and that would be 1 move. And he can also move 2 cards from the front to the front.
Right.
That would also just be 1 action. And he can also discard any card from anywhere on the board. So maybe he doesn't like this one, just discard it out of the game, it's gone forever.
Nice.
Which can be really rough for Jack because he needs to get some of these cards, and maybe he really needs a 9 because he skipped some earlier. If he doesn't get that 9, he can't do it. So if you start discarding some of those higher cards, you can really make Jack get into a lot of hot trouble. So once the giant gets fee, fi, fo, fum all on the ends or within a castle stack, he'll win. So for example, just to do some illegal moves here really quick.
Okay.
If he had fee, fi, fo, fum, he would still need this one, and as soon as that goes there, if he had all of these like that,
Right.
that would be it. So he'd have all 4, wins the game. Or if all 4 of them were at the ends of any of these stacks, that would also be a win condition.
So it doesn't have to be in the order of fee, fi, fo, fum necessarily. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's basically the game. It's a very tense tug of war, and as some of these cards get discarded and they get pulled up for the beanstalks, it starts getting a lot tighter, and it's very, very close at the end.
All right. And so who is the retailer targeting this game towards?
I would target this towards any 2-player group. So couples are great for this, best friends, parent-child relationships would be awesome. People who really like open information games like chess, this would be great for them. I played a ton of chess as a kid, and I really enjoy playing this game with anybody because it is just such a good mental battle. And also, Dan Kassar is the designer of this game, and he also designed Arboretum, it's his previous game, and I really enjoy the balance in that game, and I find the same mark of that on this game as well. So I think anybody who's liked Arboretum should definitely check this out.
How long does this game take to play?
It's about 20 minutes to half an hour, depending on how much thinking you're going to put into it, because it is all open information, so it's just one big puzzle.
So it's $15. When is this going to be released to the public?
It'll be November 23rd, so we're almost there.
An exact date.
Yeah.
How often do we get to hear that in the industry?
Exactly.
That's awesome. So, Blood of an Englishman from Renegade Game Studios. This is Miss Sara Erickson. I'm David Lowry with Club Fantasci. Stay tuned. We'll be coming back at you from the Southern Hobby Supply Retail Expo here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.